Hi everyone, welcome to Isaac Reviews. I watch movies generally for no reason at all, but you probably know that by now. Anyway, so wait, what's going on? There we go. So sorry, I was just having a little technical difficulties. Anyways, you have that? Do you have that one movie where you think that it's complete garbage that everyone else seems to adore? Come on. You can't go without saying that there's at least one in that category. I mean, with one of my friends and fans, Emoji Channel JK, he would have plenty of movies that he would put in that category. And for me, well, a movie I'd put in there is the movie we're talking about today, the Angry Birds movie, too. Okay, there's other movies I'd put with that, but we're talking about those in Woomy's movie reviews. This is Isaac Reviews. What the? Alright, so, before we get started, I should give my thoughts on the first movie. I actually thought it was okay, to say the least. Now, I was born in 2007, the year, in the decade where all the stuff on screen was in its glory days. And Angry Birds was no exception. Well, I was around by the time that Angry Birds was doing really well. So I think this is Rovio's latest attempt to cash in on audiences because of how many mediocre puzzle games that Angry Birds has. And it could, and it's debatable on whether or not this could be an improvement from the first, because, I mean, there's a new company doing this, Sony Animation. Not sure how to react to that. I mean, yeah, they've made some great movies, like truly fantastic ones, and there's some okay movies that were made by Sony. But at the same time, Sony has they've got their fair share of movies that we do not speak of, like, at all. But what were my thoughts in the movie? Well, I'll be thankful that it's not with those two movies, and honestly, that's one of the positives I can give about this movie. So let's talk about the positives before the inevitable negatives slip in. First of all, while I do think that the animation at some points can be rather stiff compared to the first film, which had so much energy, sometimes to the point where the animation would resemble that of the Trolls Netflix series, the animation was decent, to say the least. There was still some energy to be found within the movie. Plus, like with most bad movies that are theatrically released, the voice acting was solid enough, especially Leslie Jones. She allowed an excellent performance. But those negatives were inevitable. Let's get to them. Now, what is there that's bad to say about this movie? Well, the writing is terrible. I mean, sure, there's some jokes that got a chuckle out of me, which is the only thing that saved this writing from being any worse. But most of the story is really bland. But some of it's considerably filler. Like, there's an entire filler subplot revolving around the hatchlings. I'm sure that if you cut that out of the story, then you wouldn't miss out on a whole lot. Not only that, but most of the characters don't even have arcs. Well, Red and Mighty Eagle might have arcs, but that's debatable. Which makes the characters feel even more mediocre. Not only is that mediocre, but the jokes are mediocre too. And while some can get a chuckle out of me, they can get from bad to outright cringeworthy. We're talking dabbing. We're talking Fortnite dances. We're talking Baby Shark. Yes, they played Baby Shark in the movie. And when they did, I came really close to losing faith in humanity. Yeah, one of the problems with the movie is it's not a jukebox musical, but there are so many pop songs in this movie. Like, There's probably about as much pop songs in this film as the amount of times that iHeartRadio would play Sweet But Psycho. Wait, no, they do that more than there are pop songs in this movie. So, I suppose it's time for the conclusion. Now, you're gonna hate what I'm about to say, and I told you would probably want to crucify me. But, listen, I wanted to think that this movie was gonna be okay. Heck, I would have been fine if it was just mediocre. But there's too much cringe in this movie that it's just enough for me to think it's bad. I mean, the writing sucks. The animation can look stiff at times. Not Go Animate level stiff, but still stiff enough. The characters don't even have arcs, and 3/4 of the jokes in this movie are outright cringy. Oh, right, yeah. The short. Yeah, right, short, yeah. Alright, so before the movie would start, there'd be an animated short that would play called Hair Love. And honestly, that short was fantastic. Beautiful animation, heartfelt and touching story. And while there's almost no dialogue in the short, it's still impressive to see how great it was. And as such, it can almost make up for what came after it. But if you've already seen the Dora movie, or if you're somewhere in elementary or middle school who thinks it'll be terrible, then I guess you can check this out, but I'd also reserve this for if you have younger siblings. But with that out of the way, I think my rating's coming up. Yep, there it is. Get ready to crucify me, everyone. Alright, well, there you have it. My review of the Angry Birds movie 2. Let's see what we got next. Oh, it looks alright to say the least. I mean, I can guarantee you that it won't be anywhere near as good as what DreamWorks gave to us earlier this year, but I'm sure it'll still be a solid little ride for us. Which is great, because the movie after that looks really, really bad. Oh well. Guess I should state something pretty obvious about the remainder of this year. If your movie isn't Frozen 2, which most of these movies aren't, chances are it's gonna be real bad. Oh well. Aw, dang it, I didn't put my end card on there. Oh well, gotta get my outro music. Thanks for watching. If you like this video, be sure to like and subscribe for more. Alright, well, I didn't put my logo at the end because I'm lazy and I want to get this video out so bad. But I'm Isaac, and I watch movies generally for no reason at all. Bye. Hey, one thing's for sure. At least in these types of reviews, I always know what to do at the end, right? Okay, bye guys.